Podcasting live at the time we recorded it. From the studios in downtown Gulfport, Florida, it's WGAB, the Gabcast.
Welcome back to WGAB, the Gabcast, a Gabber newspaper production. I am Cameron Healy, assistant editor with the one and only.
I'm Patrick Heinzen. I'm the news and politics reporter. And today we're going to be talking about what's in the paper this week.
What's been happening in the city?
What's been happening in the city? Well,
what's not happening in the city, for real. That's really what we need to talk about.
What's not happening in the city is videotaping in public areas.
Like us?
Well, no. No, this is different.
Okay. So how is it different?
Videotaping in city-owned areas.
Okay.
And
okay.
They designate different types of areas. So they talk about public, limited public, and non-public areas.
Okay.
So if you can imagine, like, a city council meeting is already recorded, it's publicly noticed. You can walk in there and record the whole thing on your phone if you want.
Okay.
You can do that. That's perfectly legal. But let's say you're in the lobby of the police office, and there's somebody up talking to an officer, like, making a report. Mm-hmm. That's something that you can't film. But you're allowed to be in there.
Okay.
You don't need to be invited into the lobby of the police office. Mm-hmm. But you can't film in there just because of, like, sensitive stuff that's not public record.
Okay.
And then non-public is something like the police office.
Okay.
Like if you're in the office of the chief or something, and you have to be invited in there, or the office of city staff, if you go to meet with a city council member and you're sitting in their office, that is not public. You have to be invited in there. You're there under their authorization, and they can ask you to leave at any time.
Okay.
So that kind of sets up where you can and can't film. But it also talks about an issue with causing a disturbance. Mm-hmm. So I wouldn't classify this as a disturbance, but at the last city council meeting, 2 people came in holding cameras, and they kind of set up at the back, and they began to kind of they protested the ordinance because they believe it goes against the First Amendment, but not in like they were yelling from the back council. They exercised their rights as a citizen and walked up to the podium.
Appropriately.
Yeah, like it was perfectly appropriate. Mm-hmm. They were allowed to film. They were allowed to get up and speak. Mm-hmm. And they spoke about how they feel it's unconstitutional. They're 2 people part of independent press, and they do kind of, from what I can tell, they're mainly on YouTube, and they kind of test the First Amendment. They make sure that they're able to exercise their First Amendment rights freely. Okay. Their names, as they identified themselves, were Rights Crispy and Major Lee Awesome. So in the article, if you read it, I quoted Awesome, because I don't know his real name. But,
Major Lee Awesome.
Yeah, so it says Awesome.
Oh, God.
But I spoke with the chief of police about it, and he said that there's a lot of people that he's run into that do something like this, and the 2 people that were there at the council meeting are generally very respectful, and they do it in the right way. Okay. They go up and they talk about why they have an issue, and they're filming it, and they're not causing a disturbance. They stood in the back of council, quietly set up their cameras, talked, quietly took down their cameras, and then left. Yeah. So it was very civil, and it demonstrated kind of the way that they feel, but it also, although it was civil, there was some tension. You could feel in the air many of the community members were kind of off. The chief was definitely looking around at people, just making sure that like everything was calm.
Yeah, nobody's going to be testing any limits today.
Yeah. And along with that, there were 2 other community members, Jesse Lee and, I hope I'm pronouncing it right, Metria Jones. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And they both stood up to also kind of talk about this. Jesse Lee has been involved in multiple arrests and a history in Gulfport that people have talked about, but at this point they were just there to ask for an apology from the council for their treatment and also talk about this ordinance. And it seemed like Metria Jones was doing the same thing, just talking about their issue with the ordinance. So they all stood up, and like I said, there was a sense of tension.
Yes.
I wouldn't say there was a sense of tension from the council, though. They were very calm.
Okay. So it was just people in the, like, more the audience setup.
Yeah, the audience, it was an odd air. Because, I mean, I was sitting in the back.
Yeah.
And the two people came in and set up their cameras right behind me, and I was, like, taken aback a little bit.
You're like, what is happening? Why are you doing that?
But speaking with the chief and also just noticing their conduct, I wasn't very worried. And overall, it was civil. The city did pass the ordinance.
Yeah.
And they're now being sued by Major Lee Awesome.
Oh my goodness. This city can't catch a break. That's so funny.
The city attorney, he spoke about the ordinance being defended by a previous court case in Punta Gorda.
Okay.
To which Major Lee Awesome said that he's planning on suing them too against the constitutionality of their ordinance.
Yeah.
So that might not hold up. Not 100% sure yet.
Yeah.
But April Thanos was she was kind of hesitant on voting just because she was like, I don't want a lawsuit for the city.
Yeah, definitely. Like,
obviously nobody wants a lawsuit, and she was like, if this is going to lead to a lawsuit, we kind of need to rethink this. So she voted against it, but when they talked to the city attorney about it, he said, when somebody threatens us with a lawsuit, I generally don't respond.
Yeah.
It's kind of thing with what we do. I mean, when we're...
What we do. Yeah, guys, actually, no. Like, it's okay. Don't be suing people for anything. That's just like... I mean, just not us, please.
Don't sue us.
Please don't sue us.
But yeah, in the end, the ordinance passed, and it was 4-1. April voted against it.
So was what they were doing legal or no?
Who was doing? The people
who shut up.
Yeah, they were completely legal. They were in a public area recording and exercising their rights. It was completely legal.
Okay.
I've seen
That's because it's like open to the public.
Yes.
That like anybody could go to the council meetings and it's okay for you to film.
Technically, I mean, it is being filmed already.
Yeah, so it's like, what do you really need your own phone for?
You can film on your own. It doesn't really matter, and you can. I think the thing is with them is, to my understanding, the film is like credited to the city, so they can't use that and profit off of it on YouTube.
Yeah.
So when they film on their own, they can use that. Overall, it definitely seems like something that's going to continue to come up because people have feelings about it. I have seen instances of something like this, like on YouTube and stuff.
Yeah.
Where they haven't done it in the most legal way, and then it ends in an arrest or some sort of another lawsuit or something, just based on like somebody purposefully causing a disturbance to challenge this ordinance, and then it leads to a larger thing. Yeah. And that wasn't what was happening here. They were just challenging it. But it was, I worry that
things could escalate.
And I think that, so the power is given, in the ordinance, the power is given to the city manager to determine what's public, non-public, limited public. And I worry that that can lead to the idea of this being subjective, of like if one person can decide it, but I trust the city manager, and I think that whatever happens from here on out, they're going to make sure to maintain the constitutionality of it and obviously protect First Amendment rights. Yeah, I mean... But it was definitely spicy.
It was a fiery discussion.
Do you know what's not spicy?
What?
My beloved red hot tiki market. We just discovered that our recorder has buttons that can do that. There's a good chance that's edited out.
Isn't it so sad? Gulfport's beloved spicy gourmet market is leaving. Retiring. Pat, I know your bestie boo in there. She's your friend. He literally goes in there every single day to get a new hot sauce, ketchup, barbecue, whatever you buy, something that's spicy.
I started working here in August, and since August, I now have, I think, 26 bottles of hot sauce in my fridge.
Which is absurd.
And I use all of them. They're all open and being used.
You could literally have your own store with that stuff.
I wish she had offered it to me instead of retiring. If she had
said, "I'm passing it down to you."
If she had said it, because when I was talking to her, she was like, "I want my weekends back," and I should have said, "I'll work weekends here, and I'll sell hot sauce."
Wait. Oh my god!
I'll work Wednesday,
Then she
Thursday,
could still
Saturday,
make, she could still
Sunday,
make money.
and sell hot sauce here because
You know your hot sauce, so
I
it's
love
like,
hot sauce.
So
and
how did discussing with her? What's happening? What's her plans other than that?
It was funny. I walked in there like I often do, pretty much every day. Even not just to buy hot sauce. Sometimes I'll just go over there to talk because I go to the. It gets cold or too hot in the office, and I say I'm gonna go for a little walk, and I go to the corner store and get an energy drink or lemonade or something, and then I walk over to Robin and I talk to Robin over there, and I walked in there one day and she said, "Did you see my post?" And I said, "Post?" And she said, "I'm retiring," and I was like, "Oh my gosh!" And then she told me that she just woke up one day and kind of had the question in her mind of like, does she want to keep doing this? And she loves the store. Mm-hmm. I mean, hot sauce is still her passion. She loves it.
It's still like
she
something
really
she
does.
cares about.
I mean, every time I walked in there to just talk about hot sauces, she was so excited to like show me something new or talk to. Like,
she always had something new to be like,
yeah,
you'll love this one.
She was always great. But she just decided that it's time for her to kind of move on and start. She wants to do more of. She doesn't really have any plans for retirement. It's just moving on and starting to enjoy more free time. Mm-hmm. She said she might go to some sort of trade school or something just to learn another skill.
That'd be pretty cool.
Stuff like that, but just something fun. Yeah. It's sad.
Yeah.
But not all hope is lost because Stella Sundries is moving in. A new form of Stella Sundries.
Yeah.
And
they're keeping the one right next to the restaurant, but adding more stuff into. So
there's Stella's Deli, I think the full name. I don't know. I think it's just Stella's now. It used to be Stella's Deli. The sign down there says Stella's Deli. Stella Sundries, which is on the other side of the Gabber office, and then Red Hot Tiki will now be insert name here. They haven't
figured
come
it
up
out
with a name yet, but they know their plan is to kind of sell wines, cheese, specialty foods. Yeah, watch out. We are sitting here in the wine house as we normally are for our podcast, but I don't think they're going to lose business. This place is great.
Stella's back at it again.
They're planning on also having like pre-order charcuterie, so you can go and pick up some charcuterie from over there. That would be dope. And have no fear, they're even going to sell some hot sauce.
Yes.
So that'll be nice. I know people are fans. I'm a big fan of like the Red Hot Tiki hot sauce that they have at Stella's.
So you think they're going to have that same
I hope so. I think Robin said that
they use them at Stella's too. Like when you're at the table and like there's like the ketchup, the butters, the like all that stuff. They have the Red Hot Tiki.
Robin was telling me that like she just filled a bunch of orders around the city of like restaurants buying hot sauce.
OMG.
Because I know Golden Dinosaur uses one of their hot sauces a bunch.
It's going to be missed for sure. Like, it's a community-based product for sure.
It's definitely, I mean, it's interesting to have, like, on a strip like this where it's just a walkable, a bunch of stores, restaurants, all that. Like, people have really gravitated to being able to go and get hot sauce.
Yeah.
Like a unique hot sauce or something cool or even a souvenir. They have a bunch of bottles in there.
Oh, nice.
That, no offense, isn't the best hot sauce. But the label's cute. The label's fun.
The label makes me want to buy it.
Yeah, I mean, there are some in there. Like, I got one in there that I've tried once, and it was bad. But I got it because it was a Coke thing. Like, it looked like Coke. And
like a Coke bottle?
Yeah, it looked like a Coke bottle. And we're going to have to edit this out. And it says, instead of enjoy Coke, it says enjoy cock. So I got that. I got the hottest effing sauce, which doesn't taste very good, but if you add it to like a red salsa or something, it just gives it some kick. Nice. And it's very, very spicy, so just a couple drops.
Isn't that where Kathy got your spicy gummy bear too?
Yeah, for my birthday, Kathy got me a spicy gummy bear, and
he couldn't even swallow it. It was like
6 million Scoville.
Yeah, I would say it was.
It didn't even taste like anything.
How
does
anybody
spicy.
even like chew the whole thing? It was like what, like this
It was a
tall?
full size gummy bear. Yeah.
Oh, it was like regular size gummy bear, or like a little bigger.
I think it was a Bravenwood gummy bear, but
I don't remember. But
took,
how
like,
are
the
you?
foot.
How does somebody put? Yeah, right. You only put like a little bit in your mouth. How does somebody put the whole
If I
thing?
swallowed that,
Eat
I
that?
would have like. I felt like I would have had strep throat.
I think you
like,
could have
my whole
gone to
throat
the
was
hospital.
on fire.
Yeah,
It was bad.
I couldn't imagine physically. I can't even eat buffalo chicken.
I've
so.
had like 2 million Scoville sauce, but at least it tasted good.
Yeah, so it honestly just had a bunch of fire, and you were eating fire.
Yeah, it wasn't the best, but most of what she has there is great. Like I said, they have the Red Hot Tiki line of sauces. I have the cayenne pepper one, the Keep Gulfport Weird, the chipotle pepper.
Mm-hmm.
The chipotle pepper is my favorite. It's so good. But the cayenne pepper is very like, it's great on chicken. Overall, though, I'm excited for Stella's to move in, and they're going to sell hot sauce. I hope that they're selling the Red Hot Tiki stuff still, but I don't know.
Yeah.
But overall, it's going to be exciting to have a new store there. And I mean, out of the whole courtyard, there's a couple of people who were kind of vying for that space, but I've heard people saying that Eddie at the Gulfport Corner Store was upset that they didn't get the space.
Oh.
I talked to him. He's not.
Eddie.
He's not mad.
Eddie, people are saying things about you. Eddie's chilling.
No, he's not
He's
upset
working
about
hard
it.
to get us our Celsius. We love you, Eddie, for that.
Yes.
Let's
Thank
do a
you,
heart.
Eddie.
Heart.
I can't do it like you do.
Okay,
it.
then heart heart for Eddie.
We love Eddie. No, the Gulfport Corner Store is great, and they don't have a mean bone in their body.
Never.
So they're not upset about it. I know that
they're here to continue.
Barbara was. I spoke with Barbara on the phone, and she was talking about how Barbara Bano, owner of Stella's. I spoke with Barbara on the phone, and she was talking about how for the last 5 or something years, she's been talking to Robin about, hey, if you're ever planning on selling this
5
place.
years of just lingering around.
Well, I
Are
mean,
you gonna let me take it or what?
And
No.
Robin contacted the property manager and said, hey, I'm planning on moving on. And the property manager pretty much said, I know who to call. Called Barbara. She jumped on it.
Hell
and
yeah.
They're very excited for it.
Stella's world, and we're just living in it.
And Barbara definitely recognizes what we were saying about, like, this is the place that people come to for hot sauce in Gulfport. And that's being taken away. So she wants to kind of still have a space where people can still walk in. Like I was telling Robin, I'm like, part of my day is coming in here and just talking to you and seeing what's up, because she has some gossip that I've been able to
gossip.
I mean,
I just like spilling that tea with
that's what
Robin.
I've stood there for 20 minutes talking with her about random stuff, but
things that people see.
I'm hoping that this new place can be something like that. I can go in and get some crackers, glass of wine. Although, in my opinion, the best place to get a glass of wine is right where we're sitting.
House, right
the wine
here.
house.
So, the wine house, if you haven't already been, but on Tuesdays they have this lovely little thing called Taco Tuesday. It's barbecue Taco Tuesday.
It's very unassuming because you see this pretty pink building and you walk in and there's a little wine bar, and it's an awesome vibe in here.
Feminine and like elegant vibe, but also like
we're on the other side of this.
eclectic.
We're staring at 2 paintings from the Barbie
I think
movie
that's
and then Beyonce.
I thought that was Lady
I
Gaga.
think that's Beyonce with the
Bro,
big
it might
pink
be
rim.
Beyonce. Sorry.
It's Beyonce, Dua Lipa.
Dua Lipa's the mermaid.
And then Margot Robbie and Ryan Gosling.
Ryan Gosling, yeah. So Barbie and Ken.
But then when you walk outside, it's still kind of the same vibe until you look in the back and there's just a big smoker.
Smoker.
They have their own full smoker, and they smoke meats. They have. Do you want to read?
Yeah, guys. So every Tuesday they have $4 tacos. So these are what they have. We get them like every week.
We've eaten all of them, all the sauces, everything. We get them often.
Down the item list, I have down with a choice of flour or corn tortilla or romaine. It says pulled chicken, pulled pork, rib, brisket, and vegan chickpea. So there's definitely something for everybody. And if you don't want the barbecue, that's fine too. Like they have, because it comes with a bunch of toppings. So it comes with like your
coleslaw, onions.
Yeah, you get a choice of your barbecue sauce, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, I don't have the list. Do you know where the list is?
I don't know the whole list.
But they have a bunch of random ones. Then they also have the coleslaw, pickled red onions, and cilantro on all of them. And then the vegan one, it has salsa, cabbage, and then the pickled red onions, jalapeno, and cilantro as well.
Yeah, they've also recently been putting like mini jalapenos on it, which is a really nice kick.
Yum. But yeah, I usually just get the pulled pork taco. But I personally don't like coleslaw and red onions. So I just get those off, and then I think I like getting the tangy barbecue.
The sweet one?
Oh, they have the sweet.
Yeah.
Okay. I definitely like a sweet barbecue. I love sweet things more than like spicy and what is that word?
I mean, we were just talking about it, but I always get the 2 brisket tacos. Same, no coleslaw, no red onion.
Yeah.
One with the hot and one with the Carolina Gold. I did not know.
Is that like a
Carolina,
honey mustard? What is that?
It's a mustard-based thing.
Okay.
I don't know much about it because I never had much Carolina Gold mustard until I came here. But it is the best sauce that they have here. It is so good. And even if you're not coming for Taco Tuesday, they're selling food all week, and they do, like I said, all of this is all the meat is made here. It's all smoked here. I came here once, and I just got like it was, I think, $15 for a platter of like 2 slices of brisket, cornbread, mac and cheese, and green beans.
Yeah, so it was that we have here. They have here a his name's Al, I think.
Al?
And he does all of the barbecue. We wrote a story about him back in January. So if you want to look up the wine house in Gulfport, we do have a story on our website. He's
a bona fide pit master. He does a great job.
Crazy. It's like he knows how to make some barbecue.
Yeah, you come in here, like I said, it's unassuming, but you sit down and you bite into some brisket, and it's real juicy barbecue.
This cute little pink place with like flowers and flamingos and Barbies all over the wall would have the heavy meats that you want.
And chickpeas.
And chickpeas. They have a bunch of stuff. So they also have, but here's what else I love about the wine house. They have some other fun things that people can do. They have a ladies' night on Thursdays. And then they have Sunday Fun Day, which is 20% off on drinks.
Ooh.
And then
they do they do mimosas and stuff here.
Yeah.
They have a great wine list of all kinds of red and white wines, and
they have Wine Down Wednesday all day, and $1 wings.
Right
OMG.
Ministry of the Interior.
See how
Cabernet.
cute it is. So, and then they also have live music Wednesdays, Fridays, Saturdays from 6 to 9. But they also have super fun games. Like
we play ping pong.
Yes, they have ping pong, and then they have cornhole, and then I think I played like checkers once here.
I think they have like Cards Against Humanity and stuff.
Yeah, they have games.
Yeah, you can come here with like friends and get a whole. They do like whole charcuterie boards too. You can come here with friends, get a whole charcuterie board, play some games.
They also have
bottles of wine,
mini charcuterie boards.
They have snack. Check our Instagram.
Yes, snack
Life for the little snackuterie that goes. They have a little mini charcuterie board that goes right on top of your wine glass.
Yes,
you can eat off of it. Kathy loves that.
Kathy does love that.
We miss Kathy. She's not here.
Kathy, come home. Do the womp womp thing again. Kathy, come home. Oh, Kathy. Oh God. What? How many times was that? 5, 4? One of those times the charm. Am I right?
Well, no, I knew which one it was. I just wanted to stop the other ones.
That was a terrible high five. Try again.
I don't want to hit the wine glass. That was a good one.
That was a good one. Maybe it was in frame. But yeah, Kathy, come home so we can drink with you.
I almost just flipped off the camera, but I went like, oh, and changed it to a thumbs up.
I think I'm going to fire you. I don't have that power, but I will find the way.
We'll find a way. And you should find a way, too, to our newspaper online. Gabber.com.
All right. WGAB, the Gabcast, signing out.
We're out. Have a good one, everybody.